Hello, and welcome to ChefMadeEasy.com. After about a year's worth of break, and today I just woke up and it's a beautiful Sunday, well, closer to evening now, but check out my new condo and of course the kitchen. The kitchen is quite a mess, but ow, yeah, rule number 55, always put knives in the friggin' knife box. I got nothing in my fridge. Absolutely nothing. That's just the remains of minestrone from the Gordon Ramsay book. And later maybe I'll show you how to make it. But today, I must perhaps go down to the St. Lawrence Market down there. This is a beautiful city of Toronto. And at St. Lawrence Market you can get the best, freshest food that you can ever have. So right there, down behind that church is the St. Lawrence Market, and I am feeling like a barley soup today. Allons-y! Now traditionally soups exist because it used to be by far one of the most efficient manners of preserving nutrients of every ingredient put in there. Now the recetta is incredibly simple. You just put things in water, they boil, and they release juices, and all that mixes up with water, and voila! But for a good soup, you have to follow one good secret. Now a secret to a good soup is to have bones in the stock, because bones release a lot of bone marrow and other things that make the stock really rich, really thick. So we have a bone here, and we have a whole bunch of stewing beef that I bought at the market. So get a pan, put it to the high, some water in there, and to accelerate the boiling process, let's boil some water in the kettle. Place them in the water, let them heat up a little while we're waiting for the kettle to boil, like this. Once the water in the kettle boils, add it to the soup. Voila, comme ça. And in the first 5 minutes, this meat will boil and then the foam will come up. Now in the first 5 minutes while the meat is boiling, you will see this nasty foam coming up. You should take it off with a spoon. Very gently. I usually just shove it into this cup. Come on, you lazy bastards. Get over here. A good idea might also be to use one of these sifters, because it just clearly is so much easier. It is actually so much easier than using a spoon. Too bad now I gotta scrape it all. I really need a smaller one. And once you remove this first foam, it is time to think about the most important ingredient, the barley. Now this one is pearl barley. I like using this one because it's just so much lighter in color. Take about a cup of this slop. 1 cup is enough. The rest you can store for further soups to come. Many, many more soups. Wash it. Hot water, then cold. Then hot again, then cold again, then hot and cold and hot and cold. Joking, of course. But it should be mostly cold water. Barley in. Now, barley takes about an hour to cook, so you better put it in as quickly as possible and let it cook with the meat. But before you put the barley in, you have to take off that foam, so don't forget that. Put the lid on. Make sure it keeps boiling, but not too much, otherwise it'll explode on you. So you gotta keep an eye on it. Wash some potatoes, peel some carrots, peel a whole onion. Chop up the carrots into large chunks. It's not the season. Leave the onion whole, and if it's baby potatoes, you don't have to peel them. Just quarter them like this. We're going to be using these vegetables later. After about 40 minutes of intense boiling, the soup is starting to take shape and, well, color. Vegetables in. Carefully mix them, and let's give it 15 more minutes. Of course, don't forget to add salt, pepper, some spices which I don't know what they're called, paprika, lots of coriander, teeny, oh, schnitzicles. Yeah, I didn't mean to add that much thyme. Thyme. time. Such a difficult word to pronounce. But this time, it really does miracles. Although, not in this case. In this case, we're making a strictly Russian dish. Nothing Italian. So, ahem. Maybe I did a little too much. Silly me. Mix in all those spices together. Slap that lid back on and let it boil for another 10 minutes. And after 10 or 15 minutes, kill the heat. And you'll notice my soup especially has thickened because barley has absorbed all the water. It looks more like a stew now. It smells delicious though. Well, bon appetit! Until next time. Yes, yummy soup.